Worcester Prep is taking over Delmarva Life today.
I'm Hunter Simons.
I'm Vanessa Hall.
And I'm Dylan Simons.
And it's showtime!
Young men and women on Delmarva making a difference not just here at home, but around the world.
Yeah, our next guest spent her spring break volunteering on the border of Slovakia and Ukraine. She was helping Ukrainian refugees escaping the war.
And if that doesn't inspire you, well, quite honestly, we're not sure what will. We would like to introduce to you this afternoon Vanessa Hall, who is a sophomore at Worcester Prep. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Hi, thank you.
It's good to have you. So, let me ask you this real quick. Your grandfather is over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of feedback have you gotten from him about what you've done?
He was actually very surprised that we were so brave to go over there. He wanted us to stay with him the entire time, but we decided to take a 5-hour trip to the eastern border because he lives on the western side of Slovakia to go help these refugees.
Can you kind of like paint the picture of what you were doing, what was going on?
So there were 3 different parts to this, and so there was a bus station, there were where people with their own cars were coming, and then there were people by foot. We were stationed at the bus stop where all of the people on the buses had to get off and they had to actually take dogs and sniff for contraband and like drugs and things. So while all the people were off of the bus, we gave them things such as like coffee, soup. They were all very tired, so they were all very grateful for everything we gave for them. We also had necessities like baby wipes and diapers.
So your grandfather's over there. How is he? Is he okay?
He's doing fine. Slovakia is like completely safe, actually. We were kind of surprised how safe it was because Slovakia is part of NATO, so it's actually really fine over there. The city that we were in was right outside of the Ukrainian border, and everything there was painted like blue and yellow, and it was like really nice to see like the benches over there and stuff.
What did you notice are the greatest needs kind of right now?
These people are just trying to find a way out, and they're really sad that they have to leave their entire home behind, and they even have to leave like family members. There was one boy there who was 12 years old coming by himself that we had to serve because both of his parents died in a bombing in Kiev. So that was extremely heartbreaking, and that's the stuff that you don't see, you know, on the news. That one 12-year-old boy, like I still think of him a lot. And there are people there that are just like crying, and it's really heartbreaking, but there's such a wide variety of emotions. Some people are relieved, some people are thankful, some people are crying. So it's like a different approach to each person you meet. So, and there's not much that you can do other than offer them things because, you know, you can't speak their language. There aren't any translators there. We had a very large language barrier. We had people that could speak Russian. We had people that could speak Slovak, but no one could speak Ukrainian there. So we were just trying to help them as much as possible.
You have described such an incredible range of things, of what's going on there. How did this impact you? Can you share what your feelings were while doing it?
It just opened my eyes a lot to see that people, like, this is a real thing happening, that real people are having to just leave their homes and take only like one backpack of stuff with them to try to go somewhere. People were talking about how you have to go to different checkpoints to finally figure out where you're going to end up. A lot of people don't even know where they're going to go. There's so many people displaced, and it's so uncertain. Yeah. And it just broke my heart being there. So.
Was it hard to leave?
Yeah, because actually at the end, they were expecting us to stay longer, these people that we were working with, because we were the only volunteers there for this entire organization. We were with the Greco-Catholic Church there, and it was only seminarians working. They had no volunteers. So we were the only 3 volunteers, and they were like, oh, you can go on lunch break. And we were like, this is the end of our 10-hour shift. We have to go. Right. So like overstayed already. Like we were only supposed to be there for our like 7 or 8 hour shift, and then we were like, oh, we'll stay a little longer. Oh, we'll stay a little longer. So it's just like, so it was so hard to leave because you just want to keep helping them.
Right.
Wow. So listen, thank you for what you did. Thank you for coming in here and telling us about what you did. Now the question is, what can we do to help here on
You can donate. Even my school is holding a fundraiser to donate. That's mainly the biggest thing because they need money. They need like extra supplies. We were running out at times with stuff, and just have a warm heart for them. Like there's not much you can do from here, I guess, except for donate and keep them in your mind.
Right. Absolutely. Vanessa Hall, thank you so much. Not
Thank you for
only for
having
going
me.
to do it, but coming back here and telling the story.